Hello and welcome to News Now. I'm your host, Taylor Inman. We're going over the week's biggest headlines for Northwest Montana. Officials finalized the sale of a 53,000-acre conservation easement in Northwest Montana on Monday. The deal marks the final step in a multi-year project that aimed to transfer the development rights of more than 85,000 acres of prime timberlands near the Thompson Chain of Lakes from Green Diamond Resource Company to Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. In February 2025, the state agency finalized a deal to put 32,821 acres north of the Thompson Chain of Lakes under the Montana Great Outdoors Conservation Easement. The December 15th sale added another 52,930 acres to the project. While Green Diamond retains primary ownership of the land, the deal prevents the company and any future owners from intensively developing the property and ensures public access for hunting and other outdoor recreation is maintained. The conservation easement was appraised for a purchase price of $57.5 million, but Green Diamond contributed an in-kind donation of $20 million. About $35.8 million came from the United States Forest Legacy Program, and $1.7 million was contributed from state funds. The Montana Land Board approved the purchase at its October meeting. The Trust for Public Lands, a national nonprofit that promotes access to public lands, helped facilitate the sale. The Flathead Composite Squadron of Civil Air Patrol hosted its annual Wreaths Across America event this last Saturday, laying over 1,300 wreaths on graves of local veterans. A ceremony occurred simultaneously at the Veterans Memorial in Depot Park in Kalispell that saw wreaths placed on each military branch. Volunteers from the Flathead Composite Squadron were joined by several other service organizations, including Girl Scouts of America, the Future Farmers of America, and the Kalispell Fire Department, as well as the families of local veterans, in placing wreaths at the Glacier Memorial, Woodlawn, and Conrad cemeteries in Kalispell and Columbia Falls. Cadets from the Flathead Composite Squadron spent the summer fundraising, with the community donating more than $22,000 for wreath purchases this year. Toth Mendius, operations officer, said the mission of Wreaths Across America is to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. While organizers deemed the event a success, they noted that many veterans' headstones still went without a wreath this year. The goal for 2025 was originally 2,000 wreaths, which would have ensured every veteran's grave at the three cemeteries had a wreath, according to Squadron Commander David Grundler. He said they encourage community members and local businesses to join their efforts in 2026 to, quote, ensure none of the fallen veterans in our community go unrecognized. Founded in 1941 and established as the official civilian auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force 7 years later, Civilian Air Patrol was chartered by Congress as a nonprofit organization for the purposes of youth development, aerospace education, and to promote general aviation. Kalispell City Council on Monday night appointed Jared Nygren as city manager. Nygren's ascension marks the end of a months-long search for a successor for Doug Russell, who departed the position in August after 13 years. Nygren had been serving as interim city manager in the meantime. Councilor Ryan Hunter, who will step into the role of mayor in the new year, expressed his full support for Nygren at the December 15th meeting. He said, quote, I think there's a lot of value in having somebody who is intimately familiar with our city government. Nygren, who is presently the city's Director of Development Services, has worked in Kalispell's planning department for 11 years. As the city's chief administrator, he will oversee the day-to-day operations of a municipality with 244 full-time employees and a $180 million budget. Nygren entered a 5-year contract term and will receive a $200,000 base annual salary subject to a yearly increase, a $750 monthly vehicle allowance, and paid health insurance for himself and his family, according to a memo from City Attorney Jonna Preble. He emerged as a sole finalist for the position after GMP Consultants, who is spearheading the recruitment process, invited 5 finalists for interviews. All of the candidates except Nygren declined. Thanks for joining us. News Now is a podcast from the Daily Interlake. We're proud to be the largest independent newsroom in Montana and the longest continuously published newspaper in the region. Today's stories were written by Daily Interlake reporters Haley Smalley and Jack Underhill. You can read the full version of these stories at dailyinterlake.com. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel to never miss an episode of the pod. Everybody stay safe and have a great week. Thanks to our sponsor, Lauren's Auto Repair at 1309 U.S. Highway 2 in Kalispell. Most consistently rated 5-star shop serving the Kalispell area. Visit lawrencauto.com.